In this video, I'm going to share some knowledge nuggets on how do you make the best of your life that I have learned across my journey, whether it is my interaction with a lot of spiritual teachers or the programs that I went to for myself or the coaching sessions that I have delivered to hundreds of my clients. And these are the major wisdom nuggets that came out from all the soul searching that I am doing and my clients are doing, and we all are trying to get the best out of this life and get the best for ourselves and people around us. So let's get started with the first thing. Keep your ego in check. I know that I'm somebody who always says that protect your self respect, speak up, say no when you want to say no, say yes when you want to say yes. And all of are the signs of an healthy ego. If you have not watched my video, Ego versus Self Respect, you can go ahead and watch that video. But what do I mean by keeping our ego in check? Means that we should never have this illusion that I know everything of this world and everything of this universe. And a lot of coaches also, that I work with say that once I get have all the knowledge, I'm going to start coaching. And I ask them, who has all the knowledge in the world? One of the values that you have to embody as a coach is that you know certain things and you don't know certain things. And it's very important to also communicate with authenticity to your clients, and your clients will also understand. Nobody is as silly or childish who thinks that you should know everything that is there in the universe. Very few people may be knowing it, or maybe nobody knows it. Who knows, right? So when you have something bigger than yourself, and when you look up to that, you already know that you are not the center of this universe. People suffer because maximum of their thoughts are about them. Now you would say, no, I think about my child all the time. I think about my parents all the time. I think about my work all the time. But if something good happens to that, it's going to affect you in a positive way. If something wrong happens to that or bad happens with that, it's going to affect you at the end of the day. And that is why we are actually thinking about ourselves. So in our mind, we are at the center of the universe and everything is revolving around us. And that is one of the root causes of our suffering. So, what is it that should be at the center of life? You decide that. For me, it is my learning, my spirituality, this urge to actually know a lot of answers to questions, different questions, building that groundedness in myself. That is at the center of my life. So, similarly, you need to find things to be at the center of your life which are actually way higher than yourself. Now, that thing can be your faith, it can be a God that you believe in, that you worship, no matter which religion you come from, or it can be universe if you are more into, metaphysics and spirituality than in religion. Or it can be a mission that you are on, maybe as an entrepreneur or as a person who has certain kind of social activity going on in their life. Anything, or your work, if your work is way above yourself, you when I say that, I don't mean that you are spending 24 hours of your calendar on that work and burning yourselves out. What do I mean is that you have a lot of reverence towards your work. It is sacred for you. It is worship for you. And when you have something higher than yourself, your higher purpose, you know that your ego will automatically remain in check. And before this universe rewards you with a lot of good things in your life, it breaks your ego, especially if it's very fragile, if it is very, very weak and it's not healthy, it is going to be broken. So it is given whenever your times of awakening comes, or whenever the time comes that it is just you have just made a fake identity of yourself in your head, and you believe that you are that, that you're someone's child, you're someone's husband, you're someone's wife, you're someone's daughter-in-law, and all of that. And all of these things are your identities, and slowly you see that how all of these things are very, very temporary in your life. And that is the time when all this soul searching starts. So that is the first point of actually living an amazing life and exploring the best of your potential, that you're not the center of universe. Remember that. Second is, be great at what you do. Not just good. And this is quite an rare thing in today's world, where we constantly keep running from one thing to the other, to the other, to the other. But we have to be good at something that people know that if I have a problem in this particular area, I have to call this person, or they know you for that particular thing. So for example, whenever it comes to some kind of knowledge that people require, or whenever it is about coaching, or they're not able to decide something about their life, people call me, and I'm able to ask them questions or help them see things differently. So coaching is all about helping somebody see things very, very differently than how they are seeing. That's how their world shifts, and they are able to look at opportunities from a more positive perspective. So this is the second knowledge nugget that I have got while coaching people, that being great at what you do and putting in the hours, putting in all the kinds of investments that are required in that direction, enhancing your skill is something that you will never feel regret towards. Skills are something that nobody can take away from you. Everything else can be taken away from you, but not your skills. And skills can help you earn money. So if you were able to, some bad things happened and you have to restart, you have your skills. So your skills have really got your back. So work on them really, really well. Be great at what you do. And if you are not, then that should be your first focus, that I want to be great at what I do. The third is speaking truth to yourself. We often think that rationalization is a very good thing. Okay, if somebody has cracked a joke and you don't like that joke on yourself, but you feel that, oh, it was just a joke, and you're telling yourself, you're telling yourself that it was just a joke, or you're telling yourself that that person has a lot of pain in their own life, so it's okay, they can sometimes say some hurtful things to you. Maybe you are an empath who understands that they had some issue in their life, or maybe you are judging yourself as too sensitive. It's very important to speak to people about that something has hurt you, to tell people that this kind of things that they are saying, they hurt you, whether these people acknowledge it or whether these people deny it. But you should not be in the denial that some things don't hurt you or some things don't bother you. When they do, you let people know that they do, whether other people acknowledge or not. When you acknowledge it, you are giving yourself the love and compassion and attention that you always needed, and that's very, very healing. And it also gives other people the permission to be compassionate towards you, compassionate towards themselves, and practice compassion in general. So it always starts with being true to yourself. Okay, and the fourth one, which is my favorite, is that you follow and create your inner world, and the external world will follow. Most of the people who have a lot of control issues, that only when things on the external will be according to them, they can actually be safe and peaceful and happy and all of that, when they don't know that the real control lies within, and they don't know that they can have certain tools through which they can shift their inner world, change their inner world, heal their inner world, they are not able to experience that also in their external world. For example, we were doing a workshop, Heal Your Inner World, and just after the workshop, we did some practices during the workshop, also some NLP techniques and all of that. I got messages from 2 3 participants that we made the change right away after the workshop. We were able to see ourselves saying those things right away after the workshop, which we have never said. Okay, so all of these powers you get to experience, which are already lying within you, but they are hidden maybe due to the disconnection that has happened over the years. So if you're wanting to explore your inner power and you want to rise, you can come for our program Rise, which happens both in group format and one-on-one format. You'll find the link to book personal consultations, inquiry call for this particular program in the description. We are also having a lot of free trainings going on. The first one that I recently launched is on clarity and confidence. You'll find that in the description, the link for that as well. So see you in the next video. Bye bye for now.